Good evening, Holly High School students. I'm coming to you tonight to briefly touch upon the virtual meetings practices that we would like to share and enact for tomorrow and all of our virtual sessions going forward. There are 7 points that I'd like to go over. I'm going to try to go through them as quickly as possible. Really, it's the most appropriate that remember you are on camera, that the session is live. I'm also going to let you know that our staff are going to be taping the sessions while they're on. Do your best to find a spot in your house that maybe has a appropriate background or is quiet from other distractions. And I did see a couple tweets on Twitter today. Ethan Palm had asked a question about the dress code and could we wear a hat? So Ethan, here's your shout out. Yes, as long as the hat's appropriate and everything about it's appropriate, you can wear a hat during your Google Hangout session. But the 7 points that we have listed, it's important. These are not anonymous sessions. That means more the fact that there are other classmates on it. It really talks to the idea that your home will be able to see what's going on and be a part of this. So just be courteous of others in the video, be courteous of others in your house. Really try to take that into consideration. We do ask you to follow the same classroom rules. I understand that I said, hats are fine, but, listen to the teacher. The teacher is going to be going over a lot of information. Your advisory teacher has a lot to share. Take turns speaking with one another. We are going to ask that when you log into the meeting, you immediately mute your mic just so the teacher can make sure everybody's on. Then we'll open it up for discussion and talk. Think before you speak. I say to my children all the time that you were given 2 ears and one mouth for a reason, that you should listen twice as much as you talk, which kind of brings us into the part of being a good listener. It'll be really important not only to, in some cases, be heard, but also to hear what others have to say and what those questions are. Very similar to the classroom. There is a chat feature that's built within this. I would encourage you to be mindful. If you would not put this in an email to me, if you would not put this on letterhead and give it to your parents, it's probably not appropriate to chat or type. Part of the recording of the session will also be the fact that the chat room session is recorded as well. The second to last bullet there, number 6, take it slow. We're not in a hurry to do 2 hours of these every day. If you want to go out and find other plans, there certainly are plans that are a little more involved with meeting face-to-face. We're going to do this once a week in advisory. Our intention is really to touch base with you, yes, on academics, but also to see you, make sure you're doing well, make sure you're progressing, and just give you an opportunity to check in with your classmates. And then the final thought is that, video conferencing in this case is a privilege. We certainly understand and know that all of you know how to act in these meetings and how to act appropriately. And, if such a situation arises where you can't handle the scenario, then obviously we'll deal with those on a one-on-one basis. But in terms of our expectations for tomorrow and for the rest of the year, this is a very simple set of circumstances that we would ask you all to follow. I certainly have held my staff to the same standard. In terms of preparing, you will go to our distance learning site, which I have shared with everyone. On that distance learning site, we've added a new tab this evening called Advisory Information. You'll see it over here on the left-hand side. That Advisory Information tab will come up and you will see I have some example information that is on here for the students and all of you to use. The Hangout link will be posted on here, and then along with that will be the phone number. Now, these were for example purposes in my video. These will not remain for everything that's taking place. Your teachers will be generating these meet codes right before we get started, and then they will be posting the information on there. So it'll be smart for you to check back on this as much as possible. Just scroll down to find your teacher, and we look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have a great evening, and go Broncos.